And
So I want to say this,
to be
man.
honest, first things I
The
want
World
to
Cup,
talk about the treatment of players and officials from these different countries that we've seen the videos. And then we're going to tackle the facilities. So bear with me in this video. But happy World Cup month, you get. And tomorrow we kickstart this thing. If you've never watched the World Cup, you're in for a treat. Trust me. If you've watched it, then you know what we're about to see. Um, I won't say World Cup fever because of a couple of videos I've seen of the facilities and then the treatment of the, arriving players and how officials, especially the one from Africa, not being allowed to come to the US. I think for that one, the treatment of these players being searched, their bags being searched, I get it. Because when they come to the US, they're going straight to the bus and then to the hotel room. And we have to understand the US are not, every country does do this actually. They do search these players' bags, and they don't do the search all the way to like take off your shoes type thing, but they do search them. Like they could have just used a wand to, search them or something when they're inside. Um, Maybe apart from the public eye or no cameras. I think they could have done that. But it's for security reasons, man. It's for security reasons. Like, to be honest, yeah, a lot of countries don't like the US. It's a power thing. But at the same time, the US has to protect itself. Prevention is better than cure. You get me? If you can prevent something from happening, then do it. The US has to follow protocol, and protocol says you have to search these people. You have to make sure if a country that an official is from or a player is going to be from, they have some type of, thing against the US, and they, like they would do everything to derail the US or do something to cause a black stain on the US, then you have to be careful of that. And we get that. But when it comes to the facilities, I think the stadiums are beautiful. I mean, the stadiums are amazing. The only one I would say the MetLife Stadium. It's not aesthetically pleasing, but when you're there, it's an amazing stadium inside, right? But outside looking in, it does look like, I don't know, like a big data unit out in some big parking lot. That's how it looks. When it's empty, like you like, what is that stadium? Oh, okay. What do they play over there? It doesn't really give you that, ooh, I want to go over there. That's the only stadium. I think MetLife Stadium is the only stadium that gives that vibe. But Mercedes Stadium, the ones in Nashville, the Seahawks Stadium, Arrowhead, like these stadiums are gonna blow people's minds, bro. Like even right now, the Europeans, some that are coming over for the game, they're already you see the pages on Twitter where the guy was like so surprised about Taco Bell and Burger King and Bucky's. I think that's the place, Bucky's, the gas station, and just different things about the U.S. They're so surprised about the flyover that they do before the game. They're surprised of the stadiums, how because in Europe their stadiums are more catered to the sport. In the US, the stadiums cater more to the fans. They want you to have like an experience. You go there, you're like, wow. So when you have kids that go to the stadium, they have something to look at because they're not going to be so focused on the game. So that's one thing about the US and the stadiums. They cater more to the fans rather than, oh, you just come here to do this. It's like you come here and you're looking around like, wow, this is beautiful. This is really nice. So if you're not interested in the game, you're interested in the stadium. So there's method to the madness. But we've seen how European fans is so into it. The stadium surprises them. I did make a video on uh, Twitter, X, about the stadiums, like the watering of the stadium. I want to say this. The only reason I made that video was based on my observation of the Club World Cup and playing in the US. Like certain stadiums. But this one's, the turf was grown separately. FIFA is responsible for the whole thing. And thank you to all the accounts that replied pointing this out, because one thing about in life, you want to learn. You cannot be like ignorant and say, oh, my point is the I learned that they not only grew this grass separately and the installation and everything, but FIFA are putting things down to where they're preparing the fields exactly how they do every World Cup, but to make sure it's watered enough, to make sure the ball is moving as it's supposed to make sure players are not getting hurt because, like turf field and things like that. So thank you to those accounts that point that out, point out the process that they're going through to do this. If anybody that works on these fields or that have worked on them, please reach out, let me know. Comment, show a video. But it's amazing. Like when you look at the grass, when you look at the videos that I've seen, it does look good. I was just pointing out about watering the pitch because soccer is more of zipping the ball around. When the pitch is dry, it does affect the game, how it goes. It's not like, oh, it will slow the game down tremendously. No. But certain things you will notice, like the pass is not getting there on time, or players thinking they can trap the ball this way and it goes under their foot, or something like that. Or you're dribbling and it gets caught in the grass because it's not as, smooth, or just the little things that can affect, that transition. Um, but let's see. I'm excited about the games. The first game, South Africa, Mexico. Mexico, I have a problem with y'all because I think the Japanese team had to move from where they were was it Montreal or Monterrey or something like that. They had to move because Tigres' facilities were not up to par. And again, you see the little things. You are a professional club and your facilities are not up to par, but a high school in the US has training facilities up to par for Spain. You are a professional team in Mexico and you're not up to par for the World Cup. That explains a lot about your club. It explains probably why they don't win as many trophies. It explains probably why players get hurt. It explains why players don't want to sign for you. It explains a lot of things. It explains the economy around that team and that city and that, where they're located. Because now you've lost money for the hotel. You've lost money for local businesses where they could have shopped or went to go eat, all because you didn't want to do your part to get the facilities ready, which will help your team and help your player, which helps your organization. Something that simple. You didn't want to do that. And when they got there, the pitch was so terrible that they were just like, yo, we got to move. We got to go somewhere else. Do better. But for the game, South Africa, Mexico. First hate watch. I'm going to say that. Because South Africa, I was saying, oh, I'll support every, but this nonsense y'all are pulling back home, all Africans should leave because Africans are taking our job in South Africa. We can't get any loans. We can't shop anywhere because all the black Africans have come over and taken our jobs. What about the white people? And we're always going to ask you that. What about the white people? What about the white people, bro? So foreigners come, they give them a loan. Foreigners come, they just give them a shop. Easy. But they don't give it to you that are born there, raised there. Or the foreigners come over with better credit. And that don't make sense to me. I think it's more of a government thing rather than you attacking other foreigners from African countries. Thank God Ghana just said, all right, this nonsense needs to stop and go get our people. And all of a sudden, y'all wanted to change your tune. Oh, we did not mean for you guys to leave right away. We meant for you guys to slow down, relax small, give us some time. Yeah, Kupenda. Yeah, Dosi. Yeah, Zulu. Shut up. Shut up. That nonsense y'all pulled, we're definitely hate watching you. I hope Mexico give you guys 13-0. Yes. I hope after your first game, all your players pull a cramp so that even the next game they can't even play. So they have to forfeit that game. That's the type of hate watch I'm on for you guys. You want to pull this nonsense? Oh, all these Africans need to leave. And you're beating people up? You're mad at the Nigerian for coming to your country, blow money, and get all your women. This is all, to be honest, that's how this thing started. This thing started because their women started saying they like the foreign guys. The foreign guys, they trick. You don't know Nigeria, man. Nigerian man for Tumba, for Bunda. Because it's not only Tumba, because the amount of ass they have there, the South African women, is Bunda. It's more than Nyash, it's Bunda. It's wide. So it's a trailer. So a Nigerian guy who is so obsessed with Nyash, when they see small one, now he goes to your country, go see him this wide. This, oh no. He is going to trick. He's going to blow money. Because he sees something that he really, really loves, that he doesn't get enough of in Nigeria. But now he's in your country and he can make money. Wait, so what's wrong with that? They're blowing money on your women. What's wrong with that? Or because you are not doing it. In fact, would you do it if you had the money? Would you spend on your women the way the Nigerian man they spend on their women? Nigerian man like Nyash. They go see him plenty. You think say he go just relax and wait for you? Wait for your permission? That's where all this came from. From Nyash Wahala. Oh, they're taking all our women. Then boom, they're taking all the jobs. Ha! Because they're spending on your woman. Does that not help your economy? Does that not? Because if you have the money now, would you spend it on those women? The way that Nigerian man they do. But the hate watch is on. Definitely. If you're not on board, then get on board. Okay? We're hate watching South Africa. But all the other games, I'll be doing commentary on them. Try to give some predictions before the game. Again, just because I'm hate watching South Africa, that's the only reason really why I want Mexico to beat them. I think Mexico beat them 3-1 or 3-2. South Africa, a very good team. Like, I'm not going to lie. Club World Cup, the team that came over that represented Africa, one of them came from South Africa. They were pretty good. They were really, really good, to be honest. And the South African team it's not like a slouch team or you're going to slap them around. They possess very well. They have very good coordination. They have very good coordination plays. They have these triangle plays. They can really pass the ball around. So they're not novice to playing, you know what I mean, transition football or possession football. But because of the way that people are acting, it really just breaks my heart that I have to hate watch an African country because of what y'all people are doing over there. But that's my prediction for it. I think like a 3-1 or 3-2 game. Mexico probably beat them that. I can't wait to see this ceremony from Shakira. Can't wait to see it. I just can't wait for the World Cup to start, man. You know, I want to review every game. I want to go to some bars. So if you have recommendation of bars that will be showing the game that you'll be at or your people will be at or a lot of people will be at, please drop it in the comments. Let me know. And let me know what team you are going for. What team are you rooting for? If you're rooting for all the African countries except South Africa, let me know. If you're rooting for Spain, Portugal, let me know that too. And one thing I want to touch on was in the near future, in the second round, we might have a Portugal-Argentina game. We might have a Brazil-England game. Like, we talking next round. At least them quarterfinals. These games might pop up. So, and we might have a Portugal-Argentina final. Maybe. But based on the groups and everything, they might meet earlier than the final. You know, it all depends on where you finish and everything like that. But with that being said, I can't wait for the World Cup to start. So excited. If you'll be watching anywhere, let me know. Again, stay tuned to Janet TV on YouTube, on Kick, on Twitch, even on X.
And then on Instagram, just hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button, share, like the video, because I'm trying to entertain y'all. I'm really trying to go out there, interview people, get live reactions, and just talk to people, have genuine conversation about how they feel about the World Cup and things like that, and if you want to be part of it, let me know. Hit me up, DM me, send me a message, and let's do this. If you're excited about the World Cup as I am, if you're excited as I am, drop that like button, man. Drop a comment down there. Let me know who you're rooting for, who you're going for. What are you so excited to see? Are you excited to see the beautiful women? Are you excited to see beautiful football? Are you excited to see rough football? Are you excited to see the stadiums? Are you excited to just see the ceremonies? Like, what are you excited about this World Cup? Comment that below. Let me know, okay? Until next time, stay tuned to Janet TV. Truly appreciate y'all. Stay blessed. Peace.